when I got out of college, I was a psychology major, and the only people that would hire me was the U.S. government. So basically, after, I ended up getting there, and I thought, wow, cool, I always wanted to be a spy. I'm going to work for NSA. This is going to be great. So I got to NSA, and I got there, and I had really good test scores. I rotated around NSA. And they said, okay, how about a computer intern program, because you have really good computer aptitude. I'm like, no, I really hate computers. I want nothing to do with them. They're like, okay, fine. How about a cryptanalytic internship, because, we need cryptanalysts who have good aptitude for that. I go, no, that's even worse than computers. Then they're like, okay, what else? And then, so finally I rotated around. I got a position as an intelligence analyst. I thought it was really cool, because there I was working as an intelligence analyst in the National Signals Intelligence Operations Center, or NSOC for short. And what was cool about NSOC was that's the nerve center of NSA. All reports go into NSOC, all reports come out of, so that's really the nerve center of NSA. And it was even better because I was working in a super compartmented section of NSOC, so we had to work in a room down the hall from there, locked away from everybody else. And again, sounded really cool. But anyway, I really hated my job. And it becomes really important. I hated my job. And then within 3 months, though, everybody else hated their job too. So within 3 months, I was actually the senior analyst on the watch shift. And I was working we were working rotating shifts, from like 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon to 10 at night, 10 at night to 6 in the morning. And, sometimes we'd be on and off depending on the situation. Now, again, I hated my job, but I was a senior analyst on the shift within 3 months. And one of my responsibilities being the senior analyst was to train new analysts coming on. And one of the new analysts I was training, nice woman, she walks in, and I was teaching her how to use the computer system. And by the way, her last name was Kirk. And I start going, I go, okay, now log on to the system, good. Now enter your database ID, Kirk, K-I-R-K. Then I go, now enter your password, Captain, C-A-P-T-A-I-N. And then she's like, how do you know what my password is? And I'm like, sitting there, I go, you got to be kidding. And she's like, no, Captain's really my password. And by the way, my father was in the Army, and he was a captain at one point, so there really was a Captain Kirk. If you learn nothing else, for all you CIOs out here, let me show you how all your people are hacking your systems. So anyway, basically to set a different user, you type in SU. SU is set user. If you type in SU with nothing, it's set user to the super user. So anyway, it comes back and says password. And we're like, well, we didn't know that anyway. So then we decide the admin trick, because there's an account there called BIN, B-I-N. We don't know why it's there. It always is, has super user privileges. So we typed in SU space B-I-N, and then it came back nice and happily, B-I-N with a little caret sign, meaning we're logged on as BIN. Then from that point, all we did was type in SU, and then it came back with a pound sign. And we went ahead and added the printer to the network because we were logged on as a super user, and the admins never called up to find out why we never complained that they never showed up when they were supposed to show up. So anyway, that, remember, is all going on at the super secret National Security Agency, world's leader in information security.